Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off for you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
is there a height limit in boxing?
Jake, what do you think of Jake?
Clown. He's a clown. I know that Jake can't fight. He can't fight. So
would you look at it as a joke if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I laugh at him. You want me to fight him? At first, I didn't like how Jake Paul was coming because of how he was making it look. But now that I see that I feel as though he's still a clown because that's his personality. I'm starting to respect it because he's not doing it like for the hype. He was really like trying to be a boxer. I think that he's decent.
Yeah.
Like he's good. I mean, he's not good, but he's going that way.
Is he better than you thought he'd be?
Yeah. Gotta be mentally tough to be in a box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how
Music, applause, come on, music, applause. Trant Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off for you with you guys fight. Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super down. I don't know. Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right? Is there a height limit in boxing? What happens when the most controversial internet sensation takes aim at one of boxing's most explosive fighters? You get absolute chaos, and that's exactly what's unfolding between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis right now. These two might live in completely different weight classes, but the controversy brewing between them has taken the boxing world by storm. How about Jake? What do you think of Jake? Clown? He's a clown. I know that Jake can't fight, so would you look at it as a joke if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, yeah, I laugh at him, you want me to fight him? At first I didn't like how Jake Paul was coming because of how he was making it look, but now that I see that I feel as though he's still a clown cause that's his personality. I'm starting to respect it cause he's not doing it like for the hype. He really like trying to be a boxer. I think that he's decent. Yeah, like he is good. I mean, he's not good, but he's going that way. Is he better than you thought he'd be? Yeah, got to be mentally tougher to be in the box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters that or some people that want to jump into the sport. So I just show how tough you are. That's how it should be. It all started with Jake doing what Jake does best, stirring the pot. He made some wild comments about Tank during his recent post-fight press conference, taking shots at his height, legal troubles, and fiery personality. For most people, Jake's trash talk is just part of the show, but Tanko, he took it personally. And when Tank's mad, let's just say things get intense real quick. But get this, Tank isn't all innocent here either. If anything, he poked the bear. This isn't just another internet beef, it's the kind of clash that has fans wondering if these two will actually step into the ring. So what exactly did Jake say that's got Tank all heated up? Let's break it down. Alright, so here's how this fiery beef between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis went from 0 to 100 in no time. This came right after Jake stepped into the ring with none other than Mike Tyson. Unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you know Mike came out of retirement for what Jake called the event of the decade. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. The fight was criticized across the globe, with fans and analysts calling it a lackluster bout. Tyson, far from his prime, barely managed to land any punches, and Jake cruised to an easy unanimous decision win. While the problem child celebrated his big win, the fight world remained unimpressed. What do you think of the music fight? It wasn't a good one. Yeah, overall, how did you just see how Jake fought, how Mike fought? Well, you can tell something was wrong with you. Tyson leg KN, so he couldn't, his balance was off. Oh, that's crazy. You noticed that? I just talked to his trainer and he told me that exact thing. His balance was off. Yeah, well, overall, like, how do you see Jake growing from this? And who do you want to see him fight against? Well, I'm like his pretty good fighter. Entered Gervonta Tank Davis. He wasn't about to sit quietly while Jake gloated about beating a 58-year-old version of one of the sport's greatest icons. Tank immediately took to social media, and let's just say he didn't hold back. In an Instagram story, he went straight for the jugular, calling Jake a bozo and a head for even staging the fight. He slammed Jake for not delivering a knockout despite being 30 years younger and heavily favored, and honestly, he wasn't wrong. Tank's frustration wasn't just about Jake's performance, it was about the audacity of promoting such a fight in the first place. To him, it wasn't just a bad look for Jake, it was an embarrassment for boxing as a whole. But Tank didn't stop there. He made it personal, promising to beat the brakes off Jake if they ever crossed paths. And just like that, the spark of a potential fight was lit. Tank followed up with a touching tribute to Mike Tyson, reminding everyone of Iron Mike's unparalleled legacy and calling Him a legend who deserved better than this circuit was like Tank was saying respect the man, respect the sport, and stop turning it into a music joke. Now if you think Jake Paul was going to let that slide, think again. At his post-TF fight press conference, Jake was asked about Tank's comments and he didn't hesitate to fire back with a classic Jake Paul twist. "I'd be down, let's run it," Jake said, flashing that infamous cocky grin. "Are you out of retirement? When did I retire, bro? I haven't seen you in like a year or 2 years. I'm on the road all the time. I'm travang. You got to invite me. I miss you too. But first of all, congratulations, tremendous event A to Z, one of the best events I've ever been to." Now you called out Canelo on the DVON. Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight. "Yeah, I mean, I'll be down, let's run it, like I'll be super down. I don't know, don't Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right? Is there a height limit in boxing?" But then he couldn't resist a jab at Tank's height, quipping, "Is there a height limit in boxing? If there's one thing you don't do, it's mock someone as dangerous as Tank Davis, even if he's 55 to Jake's 61. Jake's response added fuel to the fire. He dismissed Tank's criticisms, calling the fight with Tyson a success and thanking his fans, military personnel, and even farmers, because why not? But behind the bravado, Jake knew he'd poke the bear, and that bear was ready to maul. Tank's social media posts quickly gained traction, with fans rallying behind him, calling Jake's fight with Tyson a cash grab and a mockery of that the sport is a baby clown. Tell them get ready. That's what they do. They like to talk off of they try to get fame off of other people, victories and things like that. So it shouldn't be no more talking, it should be just work. Now Jake Paul has made a career out of pushing boundaries, whether it's trash talking opponents, stirring up drama, or flexing his internet fame. You claim you're professional boxer, but you don't want to make the fight with me, who you've talked so much about, who you said you will spark, who you say I'm nothing compared to you. Where's all that talk now, Tommy? You're a atypical professional boxer who doesn't want to make this fight actually thing happen. This is the biggest opportunity of your life and you're fumbling the thing back once again, and I can't believe how fooing stupid you are this time. He might have gone too far. While trash talk is a normal part of the boxing world, Jake's remarks hit a nerve with Gervonta, and Tank didn't take the comments lightly. Shortly after the press conference, Gervonta went straight to X, calling Jake out. Tank's fiery response shouldn't have been a surprise to anyone who knows his history. Gervonta Davis is one of the most talented fighters in the game, but his temper, that's a whole other fight. Let's rewind for a second. Gervon has had multiple run-ins with the law, often tied to his inability to control his anger. In 2021 he faced charges after a hit-and-run incident in Baltimore, which left several people injured. All right, and thank you for that update. I'm developing now at noon. A well-known boxer is in jail right now following his arrest in Parkland. Gervonta Davis is facing a domestic violence charge. It comes after he's had a host of past legal troubles. So let's go over to Local 10 News reporter Roy Ramos. Yeah, his live outside the jail in Fort Lauderdale with the latest. Roy, Alexis and Seller, this all happened just 11 days before his next scheduled professional fight. We've just gathered new details from the Broward Sheriff's office as to what happened. We'll get to those in a little bit, but I want to show you what he looks like. You're looking at the mugshot of 28-year-old star boxer Gervonta Davis. He was arrested Tuesday night by Broward Sheriff deputies following what they describe as a domestic incident at his Parkland home, and we've just gathered these new details that say he was involved in some sort of an altercation with a woman. Fast forward to 2023. He pleaded guilty but dodged jail time, getting hit with 90 days of house arrest, 3 years of probation, and some community service. But hold up, it doesn't end there. While on house arrest, Tank gets hauled back into custody during a surprise court hearing, and that's just one chapter of his legal drama. Let's not forget his domestic violence charges. In 2002 he was caught on camera grabbing the mother of his child by the neck during a public event. Tank said he didn't hit her, but the footage, yeah, it wasn't a good look. And then in 2022 he was accused of slapping another woman, leading to a 911 call where she straight up said he's going to kill me. Later she recanted, but the damage to his image already done. So here's the thing, while Gervonta's hands are legendary in the ring, his offering behavior has people asking if he's fighting more battles outside than in boxing. Pros and pundits have long pointed out that while Tank's aggression in the ring makes him a terrifying competitor, that same aggression off the ring has cost him dearly. His short temper has led to public altercations, heated arguments, and let's be real, a pretty tarnished reputation outside the boxing bubble. But here's the thing, Tank's explosive personality is part of what makes him such a compelling figure in boxing. When he's mad, he fights like an absolute beast, and right now Jake Paul seems to have unlocked that side of him. Gervonta Davis, who's like this real pro boxer, I'm going break your jaw, I promise you, and don't even grin.